Thank you, Esteban.
Nice to meet you, man.
Right now.
Canelo beats Bivol, the rematch, in your opinion?
If Canelo what?
Canelo rematches Bivol, does he beat him?
I don't know who's going to beat Canelo.
Well, no, he already lost to Bivol.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. You're talking about the kid that just beat him.
No, yeah, if they fight again.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I still don't know. Yeah. Canelo did lose that fight, yeah.
Dana
You
Crawford,
threw me off with that question.
Crawford versus Spence, that's a big one as a boxing fan. Do you lean one way or the other?
Dana.
Is your room in the back?
It's the biggest fight.
Where'd you get that
They were saying my hair was fucked.
I heard that they started the camp. Kind of fucked up the camp, but so I was still fresh. Like, even in the last one, I could have done another couple of more.
Well, that dude was durable too, man. He hit him with some big shots. Yeah, he showed up. He wasn't there for a paycheck. He came.
Dana, this is a great way for
He
you
could have
to.
rolled over in the first round, but he didn't.
Dana, this is a great way for you to come into boxing. It's a small play, but such a prospect.
It's
This
fun
is
for
great.
me. I like the kid, and you know, I'm just doing what I can do to help.
It could lead more for you to cross over into boxing, right?
What's
this,
that?
Like this could lead more for you to come into boxing a little.
Yeah, well, I love these cards. I love Tom as a promoter. They're great matchmaking. The fights sell out. Great energy here. I love these fights.
Dana, you're
Spence versus Crawford, as a big boxing fan. Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Do you lean one way or the other with that fight?
Yeah. What about it? What do you ask?
What, like, do you lean one way or the other? Do you feel like one guy has the edge in your favor?
I don't know. You know what I mean? First of all, I know who they both are. I know they're both great. I'm not that ingrained in boxing anymore to really break down. I mean, this dude just asked me about Canelo, the guy who fucking beat him. You know what I mean? And I watched the fight. I saw the fight.
It's all blurry.
Yeah. Well, I do fights every fucking Saturday and Tuesday. You know what I mean? And I'm here on a fucking Thursday. But yes, I mean, that fight needs to happen. It's a big money fight for boxing. It's a big, it's a big payday for both those guys. And you know how I am with that shit. Those are the fights that have to happen to make boxing, to get.
any advice on to get it done? Because it seems to be a very hard problem. We're not sure where
The
it's
last
at.
fucking thing they did is my advice on how to. Yeah, I'll tell you
I
this.
mean, you run a successful business with UFC.
Every time I even fuck around with boxing, I go, oh yeah, this is why I don't want to fuck around with boxing. Except for these fights. When I deal with Tom, I deal with these kids and this stuff, I actually have fun when I come to these. I have fun dealing with these guys. Everything's smooth. There's no bullshit. There's no fucking. I don't even know how to say it. Every time I talk to anybody in the boxing world, they're all full of fucking shit. They're all trying to fucking whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
Speaking of that, the Jake Paul thing, was it really over the weight? Like I heard other people say it was a ticket.
I don't know. You tell me. Was it?
Other people say ticket.
I don't know. I love how you guys do this shit. Listen, we know nothing. Why don't you tell us what's going on? You're not involved in the sport. You have nothing to do with it. But we want you to tell us You know what the fuck is going on.
Tell us.
Come on, man.
Tell the
If you even, come on. They were selling every other row. It's typical textbook fucking bullshit. And then here's the reality, The Warlock is not a fucking promoter, okay? This guy is, he said in a quote the other day, I'm proud of him. You're proud of him? What are you, his fucking father? I bet he's not proud of you. What did you fucking do? Jake Paul needs to hook up with a real guy who can get shit done. The Warlock was a fucking account. Listen, the Warlock will save him a shitload of money on his taxes. That's about it. He needs to get a real fucking guy. He should, if you look at all the greats that were out there from Don King, Bob Arum's a scumbag. I fucking hate him, but he's one of the all-time greats.
Hey, but he wants to be, he's done an olive branch thing. He doesn't
Oh
want to
yeah, he wants to fuck him. Fuck him.
He wants to make Fury and Ngannou.
But I cannot deny he's one of the all-time greats. You got Frank Warren, one of the all-time greats. Eddie Hearn. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that would do the Jake Paul thing. Jake Paul needs to align himself with one of those guys and get away from the fucking warlock. He's a fucking accountant. Just because you worked at the UFC doesn't mean you know how to put on fucking fights.
John Jones.
I'm done. You got my Jake Paul shit, I'm done.
Appreciate you, Dana. Good stuff, Dana. Thank you. This way, Dana. This way.